Okay, so I'm just gonna come out and say it. My name is Nicole, and I have trouble asking for help. And I guess I'm probably not the only one with that problem. I got to thinking about this specifically this week because I have a bunch of like solo projects going on creatively right now, and what it means to be creative sometimes, a lot of times, is that you're working alone often, whether you're writing or you're preparing for an audition or you're preparing a song or you're painting, whatever you're doing, it requires a lot of solo time and activity. And a lot of responsibility on yourself to create your own schedule and hold yourself accountable for accomplishing your own goals, day to day, week to week, year to year in your life, right? And while this freedom is wonderful, I find, at least for me, that sometimes it leads to my becoming sort of a hermit and not asking for help when I need it. And I started thinking about this week and maybe where like the genesis of all of this comes from. And I think part of it for me is that from the time that I was little, I was called independent. People called me independent and self-sufficient. And I took these as points of pride. And I think specifically as a woman, those words, independence and the term self-sufficient, like those carry a specific weight with them. Because we don't like being referred to as dependent because we were made to be dependent for so long. So this freedom is wonderful, and it's a responsibility that most of us really enjoy having. That said, somewhere along the line, I think I started mixing up independence and self-sufficiency with like pig-headed, like stubbornness about needing to do things on my own and by myself and not get help from anyone. And the problem with that is that for me, schedule-wise, it just helps to have somebody else holding me accountable. If you're the only one holding yourself accountable, a lot of stuff doesn't get done, and that's just kind of the way that it is. And then creatively, another set of eyes is great. I mean, I know like a lot of us are control freaks, myself included, but having somebody else give their opinion and actually lend their help, their editing help, just lend an ear, it makes a huge difference at the end of the day. And I know for me, it makes me very uncomfortable to ask for help. I feel like people shouldn't owe me help. I feel like maybe I'm crossing a boundary by asking for help. I feel like I look weak asking for help. But you know, I'm just not gonna believe those things anymore. Maybe they're just thoughts that are coming in and they're telling me lies, and so I'm not gonna believe them because they don't really get me anywhere, right? So this week, I am gonna take a risk and ask for help, even though it makes me very uncomfortable. And I don't know, I think that that's where great things start, right? By taking risks like that. And by actually opening yourself up to another human being and saying in whatever way, emotionally, creatively, you name it, I need help. That's a great show of strength and honestly of self-sufficiency in a way. So I really implore you guys this week to ask yourselves, what do I need help with and who can I ask for that help? Maybe report back to me, see how it goes. Good luck, guys. Thanks.